Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you a replay in the Machine on Malnovka Winter. Now, I've been getting this map, Malnovka Winter, a lot over the past few weeks, both this and the Assault variant. Now, the Assault variant is one of the worst game modes in the entire game for this map, so thankfully, this video is just going to be a standard battle one, which is much more balanced. So, between Felix and his Leopard 1, there are 2 artillery on the enemy team, and in this game I'm going to go for the high risk, high reward position. And what that means is I'm going to head to the center of the map and try and get to that little hill position, overlooking their base, and you also get spots at their team if they start climbing the hill as well. So there's not many tanks that try this in, obviously because the Machine has the AMX-50B hull. It is outrageously fast for a heavy tank. It also has better armor than a 50B, and at least that it's slightly more like to bounce because of the turret being slightly bouncier, whereas with a 50B you can penetrate through the turret. But obviously this thing can be overmatched, so it's still a risk, and I've been spotted already. So what you're going to see is as our light tank gets to the position I'm going to, since I've been spotted, as I start moving, I'm going to start weaving left and right just in case the artillery's aiming at me. Big turns. Now the light tank on our team is saying good game, he's going to shoot me on his way past. I don't know if he was upset that I came to this position because now I'm going to get spotted too, but you're going to see that if he stayed in this position he probably would have died, because that Centurion 7-1 is going to take a great counter position for the place that me and Felix are at. Now STG driver's just going to do STG things, he just YOLOs in. As I said, that Centurion 7-1's very annoying at the moment. And I've decided I'm going to go for a full reload because I only had 1 shell left. Now, try to keep an eye on these enemies. As I said, Centurion 7-1 also has 10 degrees of gun depression, which is what makes him such an irritating fucking tank to be there. And what you're going to see is there's a Chieftain as well. There's just so many British tanks here. And the problem with British tanks is a lot of them have good gun depression. So, I'm in a bit of a situation here, which is not great. If you look on the map, there's a lot of enemies around us. As I said, this is the high risk part. If I can just clear out this dude, unfortunately he has a repair kit. STG come round, they get 1 more shot into him. And every time I go for the reload, I'm trying to get as close as possible to the rock face to stop the Centurion 7-1 shooting me. Our team's more light, which just took care of one of the artillery, which is great. And I'm just hoping that someone on our team, maybe the artillery or something, can hit that Centurion 7-1. He's my main problem at the moment. So we've already seen 1 STG driver go crazy and just YOLO him. It's a bit of a joke between me and Felix about STG drivers, because ever since everyone got them for free, we've just seen so many STGs do stupid things. And I keep bringing that up because the enemies have another STG on their team. So just watch out for him and what he's about to do. So I'm in a Machine, very heavy tank, good at ramming, and, well, there we go. You guys know I love to get ram kills. That wasn't really a ram kill on my part, it was more of a ram kill on his part, but I'm going to count it anyway. Centurion 7-1's been dealt with. Now, I'm going to make a mistake here. I pop up to get rid of the Carnarvon. There are enemies on the hill, I'm ignoring them to try and finish them off. And the reason that was a risk is because what's going to happen is, just in a moment, I got shot by either an E50M or another medium tank. There's a Death Star over there who just got spotted. Had I popped up and Death Star who shot me, this game would have already been over for me. So, that was my mistake. I should have been keeping an eye out on if they had any Death Stars, because that could have been the end of me. Again, I'm trying to spot. It's a bit more difficult because although the Machine, because it's got the Chieftain turret, doesn't have the most viewers at 390, and because it's a heavy tank, it doesn't have the camo of, say, a medium would have in this position. I'm still getting some assistance though. I don't want to pop up too far because if I get spotted, I know there's a Death Star over there and obviously he don't have to pan me. Priority target in terms of the Death Star. But as RNG would have it, when the Death Star pops out and I start shooting, pan, bounce, pan, he's a 1-shot now, and bounce, because, of course, the Death Star would get to live. But right now, all I can do is hope that a teammate can finish him off. They have a Jaeger over there as well, which again is quite scary. Now look at my mini-map. You see where our TD's at? He's got the medium and the light tank with him. I've told Felix I'm off to go try and deal with these guys. Now, because this is the winter mode and there's lots of ice, it means it actually takes a bit longer for your tank to slow down. Because if you look at when I brake, which you'll see in the bottom left here, when I start to reverse, see I'm trying to angle for the light tank. That 200 LT has excellent accuracy on the move. Gonna push forwards. Now it's when I try and stop, and I just keep moving. I don't stop. So, I took a shot there thanks to the ice. 200 LT gets a shot at me. I'm now one shot, so I now know he's about to try and push me because he's gonna want to try and finish me off. So I'm gonna try and keep the front of my tank pointed towards him because he can overmass the sides of me. And I am aware of my mini-map, and I can see that other medium coming. So I start to angle back, then I realise 200 LT still might have a shot at me, so I'm trying to keep the angle there. He fucks off, now I can angle for the pattern. He repairs just as I get the next shot in, so now he's perma-tracked. And we finish him off. That's where the excellent intra-clip reload comes into play. It's very good at retracking people when they try to repair. Now I'm reloading, the light tank's gone for the artillery. Although I am going to be still a little bit wary of the light tank. Open up the map, see how far away he is. He's sufficiently far away. I'm also reloading the heat clip because they have a 279E and the Jaeger over here. Unfortunately, the tank that I'm going to see first is the T-54, because T-54 is going for the circle jerk. Now R279E is holding on, so I'm going to have to go try and help him. Get rid of the T-54 for him. R279E handles the enemy 279A. And now I'm just looking to fire these last two shots off at the Jaeger. He's behind a bit of a hill for me, it's just like bumping the ground. And artillery actually finishes him off. And now it's just a light tank left that almost killed me earlier. He's hunting for RT, and I didn't realise this, but you're going to see actually later in this game that obviously because it's winter and all the water is frozen over, the artillery's gone to an interesting position that I bet you loads of people knew about, but I've never noticed before. Just because I literally never driven the last side of the map before in my life. So it's always climbed up a hill somewhere, so the light tank is the M5355, but the French RT's up on that little hill, right in the corner at K1. Racing over there, where the speed comes in handy, although I'm not expecting to actually get there in time, because Felix is over here. Felix picks up the kill, and you see me looking at the artillery, because I'm a little bit confused to how the fuck he got there. So this game, I went to the position, there was a lot of enemies, the Tur-71 went to try and counter me, and it almost ended pretty early for me. But it didn't end early, and I took the high risk, and in this case, I got the high reward. 5,800 damage, 2,600 assistance, 2 kills for the ace tanker. Over 8,000 combined. A nice game overall. But I will say, I tried the same thing a few games later in a 279A and pretty much got insta-killed by the enemy team. So what I said, doesn't always work, but I recommend you try it sometimes in faster vehicles. So thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.